Welcome back to the South Dakota Dynasty. Today we are at home to open up Season 3. We have some new uniforms, a new head coach, and we'll have to see if this team is any better. They've gone 3-21 so far, 2-10 last year, winning in Week 1 and Week 14. There's been some turnover on the roster, but most importantly in the coaching staff. And they have some stiff competition today as they'll be taking on Buffalo, who's projected to finish third in the MAC and potentially could win the conference. So now we are officially underway. Dontavius Knight, the redshirt freshman running back, is back to return it and will take a knee. The new head coach is Christian Vaughn. And we have 3 new starters along the offensive line, a new running back in the mix in Dontavius Knight, but this is a talented Buffalo defense. We'll start off on the ground game. It goes to Pierce Libby. He had just under 500 yards rushing last year and 7 touchdowns. Now a split backfield. They'll give it to Dontavius Knight. He's not the fastest back, but he's very quick, very elusive, and has great hands out of the backfield. Now Jalen Page into the game. They'll dump it off to Tate Wagner, who is now a senior. Jaron Miller threw 15 touchdowns and 19 interceptions last year. Needs to do a better job of taking care of the football this year. They'll go sweep outside to Pierce Libby. He picks up 3 yards. Now 3 wide as Miller will drop back. He'll throw. He's got Nate Went, who's also now a senior. So a number of senior skill position players for us. Hopefully this offense can take that next step. They'll go back to the ground game. I expect a lot of running this year. Christian Vaughn has said he expects it to be a spread smash mouth power running scheme with occasional play action and throws down the field to some of our playmakers. Now Tate Wagner is the tight end. Jalen Page in the backfield. They'll give it to Page. Nice spin move. He looks a little faster this year so far as he picks up 14 yards. Like I said earlier, we do have 3 new starters on the offensive line, but I feel like this offensive line could take a big step forward. Off the play action there, Jaron Miller misses badly, intended for Deontay Knox. Now a 4 wide set with Gilbert and Hicks in the slot. They'll go to the sophomore tight end. He's got it for 14 yards, and it will be goal to go for the Coyotes. Offense looking very good and very balanced so far. Do have a heavy emphasis on the run, and Jalen Page gets into the end zone. He saw his yards per carry go up by half a yard last year, and I'm expecting a big junior season from him. We do have a huge studio update. Number 1 Georgia loses in Week 1 to Kentucky, so a big shakeup once again at the top of the standings. On the defensive side of the ball, we do have a new starter at right end, middle linebacker, corner, free safety. Deion Kendrick is the new number 2 corner. He is a true freshman. And then Tevin Robinson is a junior college player who came in as a linebacker but has transitioned to defensive end. I think our front 7 should be better, but I do have major concerns about our secondary. One other thing to note, we do have a new defensive coordinator, Zach Hall, who came over from Troy, and he has implemented a 3-3-5 defense, so we will have 3 safeties on the field. See one right there, Trevon Simmons, who's moved from free safety to strong safety. Ross Bukowski has also made that same move. Robertson, the Penn State transfer, will throw on 2nd down and 14. He's got it for 12 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and short. We haven't ever played Buffalo before, but we do have a connection to them as Lance Leipold was our offensive coordinator in Season 2, but there is a huge stop by Sylvia Widenar, and our offense gets the ball back. Their first drive was about as good as it could be, 12 plays, 70 yards, and took 3.5 minutes off the clock. A good 7-yard run for Pierce Libby to start this drive. Now a power running play. Libby runs outside and is hit down hard after a 7-yard gain. So to be 2nd down and 11, and trips to the right with Gilbert in the slot. Quick throw outside to Cooper Price. Price was a junior college transfer last year who led the team in receptions, also had 435 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now on 3rd down and 6, and Nate Went, the senior receiver, drops that one. He was hit hard, and that will stall the drive. Trey Tucker is our new punter. He is a true freshman, and he boots this one away. It's taken by Kevin Marks, who picks up 11 yards. The new starter at free safety is Eric Zakowski. He was a cornerback coming out of college, or high school I should say, but has transitioned, and I feel like he could be a good athlete and cover man as a deep third safety. They'll go to Jarrett Patterson. He's got some room to run. He's into the open field, and it's a big rushing play. We've seen a ton of those through the first two seasons of the South Dakota Dynasty. And that's one of those runs that's just unacceptable. We can see all of the Coyotes who had a chance to make a play, and he just slips through and gets all the way. Now back on offense with the game knotted up at 7. We'll throw to Deontay Knox, the number 1 receiver for the 3rd straight season. He had 24 catches for 532, averaging over 22 yards per catch last year. Now a quick screen outside for the final play of the first quarter goes to Cooper Price for around 1 yard. 4 wide for J.R. Miller. He throws. He's got Deion Gilbert. He had a down junior season, but I'm expecting probably stronger numbers from him as a senior now. J.R. Miller will keep it on the read option. We saw down the stretch of last season he ran the ball much better, and I'm hoping to see that continue. Now a split backfield once again. Here's Deontavius Knight. He weaves his way outside and picks up the first down. Now 1st down and 10, 3 wide with Libby in the backfield. Miller will drop back, throw outside, and he misses another throw badly. It would have been a contested catch attempt for Went, but instead it just sails out of bounds. Now Miller trying to look downfield, and great jams on the outside. No time for J.R. Miller. 3rd down and 17, setting up the screen pass for Knight. He breaks one, breaks another, and nowhere to go as he'll end up losing a yard on that. I expect Knight to have a big role as a receiver and a running back catching the ball out of the backfield for us. Now Roberson will take off and pick up 9 yards. We need to see this defense do a better job of stopping the running game. This will be a great opportunity to see if they can take that step. So far, they haven't done a super great job, as Buffalo has a great running back in Jarrett Patterson, along with a very mobile quarterback in Roberson. Roberson will roll out to his left and take off. Tevin Robinson in pursuit and pushed out of bounds. 1st down and 10, they'll go counter. Here's Patterson, and Xavier Warner can't bring him down. Still fighting forward. Widenar finally brings him down after an 18-yard gain. Sylvia was a preseason 2nd-team All-American. He had 69 tackles and 7 sacks last year. There's Shadow Hansen and Pedro Martels, who comes away with the sack. Now Roberson will throw. He's got his tight end once again, and it's Robinson who brings him down after a 16-yard gain. Good drive being strung together here by Buffalo. They'll go back to the ground game and to the backup running back Kevin Marks, who picks up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2 from the 5 now. Roberson will drop back, now looks to scramble out to his right. He's brought down by Zacharias Tedesi, the backup defensive tackle, but is able to pick up the 1st down. Goal to go with trips to the right, and a big play by the new right end, Tevin Robinson. He gets his first tackle for loss in the Coyotes uniform. Roberson will throw outside. He's got Moss in the corner of the end zone for the 5-yard touchdown. He gets maybe 2 feet in bounds there. An excellent catch and throw for Buffalo as they take the lead for the first time today. Now it's Jalen Page who finds a little hole and picks up 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. 3 wide will go back to Page once again. He stretches it outside, breaks a tackle. He is past the 50 into Buffalo territory. A 21-yard run. He already has nearly 50 yards rushing in this first half. Baking it to Knight. It'll be Miller. Nice juke move. He's put down hard after a 6-yard gain. A 4 wide set with Hicks and Gilbert in the slot. They'll go back to Libby this time, who picks up 8 yards and a 1st down. Running game maybe looked the best it's looked so far in this series. Very balanced. Now we go play action. Big play downfield. The running game caught the defense off guard and allows the play action to suck up the defenders and let us hit a big play downfield. Now it's Johnson breaking 3 tackles. As a defense, we need to tackle a whole lot better this season, if we want to be consistently good. Now a quick screen outside, another broken tackle. Simmons trips up, and Zakowski finally shoves Smith Jr. out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Buffalo will go empty now on first down and 10. Roberson immediately will take off to his right. Kendrick can't bring him down, and it finally is Ross Bukowski who stops him after he picks up a first down. Smith Jr. will come in motion once again, fake it the screen this time, and they'll throw on the slant to Johnson. He's brought down around the 15 or 16-yard line. Second down and 8, 3 down linemen. They'll go to Patterson looking for a hole. He picks up 6 yards. Jarrett Patterson is honestly probably one of the most talented running backs in the entire country. So this was a good test for our defense, and so far he's making our defense look silly, but it's Jelani Foster on the touchdown reception. Roberson 7 for 7 for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. So we'll go into halftime down by 7. Buffalo will get the ball to open up the second half. It was a pretty competitive first half. Our offense looked good at moments, but Jared Miller's inaccuracy is concerning. Our defense still hasn't been able to stop the run or the passing game. We can see Buffalo on their last 3 drives has scored a touchdown on each after a punt on their first drive. They'll open in the pistol with 4 wide and give it to Patterson. He finds some room to run and is brought down by Bukowski after a 16-yard gain. My biggest concern coming to this game was our ability to stop the passing with a number of players in our secondary graduating, but instead it's been the running game that we've had troubles with. There was a big missed opportunity. We had a chance to recover a fumble. Instead it's scooped up and advanced for a few more yards. Roberson with a quick throw to his left as he picks up 9 yards to Smith Jr. Now it looks like they're bringing a blitz as Roberson will keep it now cut up the middle, cut out to his right, and is brought down by Warner at the 21-yard line after picking up a first down. 3 down linemen will bring 4. Roberson breaks the first tackle and isn't able to get away from Zakowski as it's a big play there by our defense, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Roberson will throw the screen. Javon Miller's there. He was the starter at right end last year, now the backup at right end, and it'll be 1st down and 10. Libby will run straight up the middle on our first offensive drive, as is now a 10-point ball game. Another thing I think you should expect to see more is more of the pistol in this offense this year. Allows us to do a little more power running. Dontavius Knight in the slot. They'll throw outside looking for Price. It's intercepted. Good coverage by the corner downfield, and Price just could not come away with the football. Miller threw a number of interceptions last year. That was probably his biggest struggle. I believe he has 32 interceptions so far in the first 2 seasons of this series. Now a jailbreak screen for 5 yards, and our defense does come away with a stop. Now let's see if our offense can cut it back to a 1-score ball game. And Nate went with another drop. He was much more sure-handed last year, but in year 1 that was a big problem for him. Now Pierce Libby for 6 yards. Deion Gilbert will come in motion. Looks like we have a little bit of triple option. Miller will secure the first down inside of Buffalo territory, an 8-yard gain. Both Page and Libby in the backfield in the pistol. They'll run power for Page as he picks up 9 yards. We're at 160 yards rushing now. Pierce Libby in the ball game. He'll run it to his left, breaks 1, and keeps the drive alive with that 2-yard run. This is another formation I expect to see a lot of. An empty set with Knight and Hicks split out wide, but nowhere to go and not enough time for Miller, as we'll be forced to punt the ball away once again. The drive stalls there. Trey Tucker on, and the kick is away, and it's down at the 1-yard line. A perfect punt from the true freshman. I had concerns about his ability, but that was a great play there. Roberson into the open field on the scramble and picks up a big gain to get them out of the shadow of their own goal post. Now they throw to the tight end once again. Widenar brings him down after breaking 1 tackle. So we will head into the 4th quarter down by 10 points. If our defense can get a stop here, we'll need our offense to pick up their play and play more like they did early in this game and be able to string together some drives to get us back in this ball game. Second down and 6 for Roberson. He'll lob it outside. He's got Foster, and Sean Saldana, the corner, brings him down. But that is another first. Second down and 4. Roberson will keep it. He's got some room to run, and he's into the open field. No one's gonna get him. Somehow he goes untouched in the end zone. There were a bunch of defenders there, but instead he's able to run it all the way, and it's another one of those unacceptable rushing plays. Rakeem Boyd, the number 4 running back, gets it. He breaks it to the outside. He's got some room to run. Past the 40 to the 30, one man to beat, and brought down to the 20-yard line. So close to our first kick return touchdown. Boyd is probably our fastest running back. Here's another of those running backs, Dontavius Tay Knight. He's got it to the 5-yard line. An excellent start to this offensive possession. They'll give it to Gilbert on the sweep, and he runs it in for the 5-yard touchdown. And that'll cut it back to a 2-score ball game, down by 10 with 6.5 minutes left. We need our defense to come away with a stop, either by a turnover or just a stop. Not a good start there, as it's a 9-yard gain. On second down and 1, the whole playbook is open, but they'll stick to the ground game with Patterson. He will run it outside. Bukowski in pursuit and brings him down with a touchdown saving tackle. Sticking with the up-tempo attack, here's Patterson once again, and he's brought down after picking up another first down. Under 6 minutes left now. Stacking the box, Roberson will try and escape outside once again. He's met and brought down by Ladorian Bolden. He's been pretty quiet so far. He's the new starter at middle linebacker for us. Now Kevin Marks, the backup, comes in, hurdles the defender, and sets up goal to go. From the pistol, it'll be first down and goal. Marks gets the carry once again and powers through. I believe that was Jackson Harvey for another Buffalo touchdown. Down by 3 scores, our offense is going to need to work quickly, and Miller misses once again, as he has really struggled with his accuracy so far in week 1. Miller taking a shot downfield. This time he's got Cordell Hicks and has the connection for a big gain. Sending everyone deep once again. Miller hit as he throws, can't get it downfield. Good pass rush by the Bulls. Now third down and 10. Miller can't get the pass away. Pressure gets there quickly. Maybe had a few players open, but the free rusher gets there as Corey Gross Jr. comes away with his 11th tackle. Now fourth down and forever. Miller was hurt on that last play, and it is Ezekiel Wood coming in, had Cooper Price wide open, and the inaccuracy continues by the backup quarterback now. Patterson breaks one tackle, breaks another, and is brought down by Trevon Simmons after a first down run. Buffalo has a chance to run some clock and potentially run it out the rest of the clock the rest of the way. It'll be third down and 3. From the pistol, fullback is the H-back, and they'll give to Patterson, who runs forward for the first down, as it looks like our defense is just gassed at this point. They're getting smashed on the running game and not able to bring anyone down. Another big run and another bunch of broken tackles for the Bull runner. Now first down and goal. Marks gets the carry, breaks Harvey's tackle, and you can just see how tired this defense has become, as they are not able to bring anyone down on first contact. J.R. Miller is out for the rest of the game with a broken ankle. Hopefully he will be able to return in week 2, but for now we'll see Ezekiel Wood come in. Another running play as Jalen Page goes straight up the middle for 11 yards this time, as he's nearing 100 yards rushing. Trips to the right as Wood will throws outside. He's got Deontay Knox to the 35-yard lane, a 24-yard gain. Good throw there from Wood. He'll throw it once again. A quick out to Cordell Hicks, this time for a first down, and moving down the field very effectively. Wood will throw once again. He's hit, and the ball comes free. Recovered by Woods Jr., the second Coyote turnover, and that will end our drive and and the game, as for the first time in the series, South Dakota loses their opener on the season as Buffalo just pulled away as the game progressed. We stayed close early on, then our offense stalled, had some turnovers, and our defense just could not stop this ground game for Buffalo. I think at a certain point they were just absolutely gassed because they were not tackling anyone on first contact and allowing huge plays. Jalen Page had 10 carries for 89 yards, one of his better performances we've seen from him. Number of guys have 3 receptions for us. Actually, a good number of tackles for loss for our defense. Pedro Martels had the only sack. 225 yards for Patterson and 153 for Roberson. So a ton of rushing yards for Buffalo. It won't get any easier as we will be on the road for our next game against Minnesota in TCF Bank Stadium. They have a very talented running back in Muhammad Ibrahim. At receiver, Rashad Bateman is one of the most talented receivers in the country. Both of their quarterbacks, though, did declare for the draft, so both Zach Annexstad and Tanner Morgan are gone. They have Patrick Smith and Cole Kramer. It looks like Cole Kramer won the offseason quarterback battle and will be starting in their season opener at home against us. He is a good athlete, but Smith is actually a better passer. So it's an interesting decision to go with the guy with a little more experience. But I hope you did enjoy today's video. It was a tough loss. Buffalo is more talented than you would necessarily think. They have a lot of talent on both offense and defense. But for the first time, we do lose our season opener. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below. I will see you next time for our game in week 2 against Minnesota. Have a great rest of your day.